Hey guys, Andy Pickering here. On today's video I want to show you how I would approach a mixdown from a 4-track production with limited analog outboard, and to prove the point of why you should always print effects to tape and make those decisions already at the start. Now the track is called I Looked Within Your Eyes. It's from my Bona Fide EP from 2015. I'll show you a clip of it now.
I looked within your eyes just to see what I could find.
So we've revisited quite a lot of tunes in my recording breakdown videos from this same EP, and that's because it was my first EP that I ever released that was all analog, and the first time I'd done, all the bounce down techniques and all the great stuff that I've become to absolutely love doing and make a lot of videos about. So yeah, first of all, I'll get into the multi-tracks and just show you the simple bounce downs and the vocals and, well, the 4 tracks essentially. And then we'll get into how I'm going to process it with the limitations that I've got, because I've only got one compressor, one reverb, things like that. We're going to mix onto the reel-to-reel just for fun at the end and get some even more analog goodness out of the video. So let's check out this tune. Okay, so to get the session started, I would have laid down an acoustic guitar, piano, and a shaker tambourine, and then I would have bounced those onto track 4. So this is track 4. One thing I've noticed revisiting this just now is there's a bit of distortion going on this track, and that's because I bounced that down stupidly hot, but this is one of the first ever all 4-track productions I did, and I was still learning my levels, so it is what it is. Okay, so then I would have erased these 3 tracks and then gone with a lead guitar and an organ, and that ended up on being bounced onto 3. It's a rarity to hear me play lead guitar lines. Let's just wait for this organ to come in. So yeah, those 2 instruments on that track. And then these 2 tracks, just a straight double track vocal, and has no bass in it. I mean, at the time when I was recording this, it's the first run through I'd ever done of the track. It's almost like a glorified demo, really. But I liked it so much that I put it on the EP. So then, yes, then we've got double track vocal.
In your picture, there's something I see. You're in my vicinity. Talk you up and you're all alone.
And there's the odd little harmony bits where I'll just sing a different note to the double track main one. Other than that, that's it. That's literally it. And at the time, as I say, and the point of this video is I did not put any effects on any of this stuff. So I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to definitely compress the vocals, and then I want to put some reverb generally just on the whole track. So down here I've got my analog outboard, I've got my compressor, my EQ and my reverb. Now figuring out how I'm going to put reverb on the whole track is going to be interesting, but to start with I'm going from here and into here. So I've got the tape outs and they're coming in on 1, 2, 3 and 4. It's going to be just much more flexible to mix on this, plus it's a much nicer sounding mixer. So the first thing that I'm going to do here is I want compression on the 2 main vocals. So I'm going to have those bus to bus number 1, and then bus number 1 is going to have a bus out to the compressor and back in, and then on this fader here, which is the bus number 1, that's going to have my affected signal from both of these vocals. So that's taken care of, that's pretty easy. So listening to the original piano and acoustic and shaker track, it's a little bit dull or muddy. So that's where I'm going to then patch in this EQ just on that, and I'm basically going to suck out some of that mud and maybe boost a tiny little bit of the high. I'm going to do absolutely nothing with the lead guitar, and then I'm going to put a reverb on the whole thing. And it took me a while to figure out how I was going to do it. First of all, I was trying to send everything to the same bus on here, and then I was going to send it to the reverb and then back again and bring it in on another channel and bring it in on another bus, but I was getting a feedback loop and I couldn't quite figure out how to do it. So I went, aha! While you're running your 4-track, the tape outs do their own thing. You can still then use this mixer. So I've then got an out of the normal left and right, the normal stereo out, which comes from the main fader, what you'd normally do to mix down. I've got an output from there, everything's hard pan to the left, I've got an output from there, and that is going into the reverb, and then the reverb's coming in here, and the reverb here is a blend of everything. So the vocals compressed straight down the middle, they're just on bus 1. Track number 3, this has no effects on it, and it's not going to have any effects on it. I've just EQ'd it slightly there, and that is going to be panned this way. Track number 4, which has the Pultec style EQ on it, that is going to be panned this way, and then all the tracks are coming straight down the middle, reverbed up. Now whether I want more of this one or more of this one or less of this one or whatever, that's taken care of with this mixer now. So it's great that you can utilize a sub mix going on here just for effects, and your main mix is going on here, and then you're bringing in it here. So I'm going to play through all those now and we can hear them. Okay, so let's take a look at these vocals to start with.
In your picture, there's something I see.
Remember I said they're bus to number 1.
You're in my vicinity.
And I've basically just got some compression down there.
I talk you up and you're all alone. Far you come, of which you have flown.
There's that lead bounce.
I took a ride on the very next train.
And that's basically got no effects on it whatsoever.
I'll explain it all.
And then here we go on the original bounce, the main music. And that's got this patched in here. It's a little bit boomy. Don't know if you can hear it on this video. But basically, yeah, boomy, not boomy. I've just got a nice balanced EQ on there to clear it off a bit. Now my favourite bit is the reverb. So this is everything dry, and then the submix going on out of the main output there through the reverb coming in here, and then that's bus to 2, which is coming in here. So I can and that's everything in the track reverbed, trying to just get a nice balance. And then we're going on to reel, so let me get that set up.
In your picture, there's something I see. You're in my vicinity. by the piano, me, I'll explain it all. I looked within your eyes just to see what I could find. Your smile was my delight, like castles in the sun. There is very little time. You see me walking down tomorrow. I'll go walking down the long Eastern Road to find a cozy, humble abode. That'll do, head out of sea, where this evening finds you and me. A drink or two and miles on our feet. Later on, we'll make it complete. I looked within your eyes just to see what I could find. Your smile was my delight, like castles in the sun. There is very little time. You'll be moving on tomorrow. You'll go on. I looked within your eyes just to see what I could find. Your smile was my delight, like castles in the sun. There is very little time. You'll see me walking down tomorrow. I'll go.
Okay, there we go then. So, another song, Mixed Down. I hope you like the song. It's actually a one-day romance love story that actually happened to me about 8 years ago when I wrote the song. I think it's better than the original mix. So the original mix, it would be the 4-track going straight onto the computer, and I would run a couple of plugins, bit of compression and things like that, and that was it. And I've just listened to the original mix versus this one. This one's so much brighter, has so much more life, so I have improved it. It's a shame I've already released the record. Maybe I'll do a compilation of all these mixes I'm doing on these YouTube videos as a separate release. I just wanted, to get across really the idea that if you've got effects, if you haven't, then fair enough, use them as you're going along because you can get more out of it. Being so limited at the end, I could only do so much. So if you like my music in the videos, please send a subscription my way. And, please listen to my music on Spotify, follow me on Bandcamp, download a record if you want to support me. But most importantly, I want to get these subscribers up and finally get some physical media for sale. Okay, cheers then. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.